Hi there, I'm Tim Jones and welcome to another edition of View from the Bleachers. Today's topic, America's obsession with hiking. Take this fellow here, for example. This fit young man is engaged in his favorite pastime, willingly inflicting physical pain and suffering just so he can see a view of some mountains and lakes. In my professional opinion, this man needs immediate psychological counseling. Oh, don't get me wrong. I like the great outdoors as much as the next macho guy. Even more so if I can see photos of it on my large screen TV in my man cave. But I just don't get the appeal of nature hikes. Whenever someone invites me to go hiking, my usual response is, "You can take a hike, buddy." And that's because I have better things to do, like watch the top 10 web gems on ESPN SportsCenter. More about why I'm not into hiking on the other side. Welcome back. Did you miss me? Like I said, I'm just not into hiking. Hey, I know what you're thinking, but you're wrong. I'm not lazy. Okay, maybe that's a lie. But I used to take long walking excursions all the time. It's one of my wife's favorite leisure time activities. So much so that she even snuck it into our wedding vows. Quote, "I promise to love, honor, and cherish you, and take annoyingly long, arduous hikes into mosquito-infested woods or snow-covered mountaintops in the middle of nowhere, so long as we both shall live." I probably should have read over our vows a bit more carefully, but young love makes you say yes to the craziest things. Anyways, I've endured tons of hikes over my lifetime. I've scaled several summits of the Rocky Mountains, the summit of a few visitors' information stations at least. I once toured all over Europe for 2 months with nothing more than a backpack and my wife, so she could carry my backpack. I've run several 10K races and I even completed a marathon. That's 26 miles. And at the end, all I got was a t-shirt. So don't tell me I've not put in more than my share of hard miles on foot. But hiking it's just not that fun for me anymore, in part because I have osteoarthritis in both knees, which personally I blame on my wife for making me join her on so many walkabouts over the past 35 years. I don't get the appeal. Hear me out. You want me to walk for hours, usually in the middle of nowhere, in some forest, so the view is totally obscured by trees and boulders and nature. Then to make matters worse, after reaching my destination 5 miles later, there's never a Starbucks. And they have Starbucks literally everywhere. So here I am, stuck in no man's land with no cell phone reception, so I have no idea what the game score is. I'm utterly exhausted. My knees are throbbing. But wait, we're not done yet. My ordeal is only half over because to get back to civilization, I have to make a U-turn and cover the exact same route in reverse. If I were a masochist, I would totally get the appeal. Even my wife sometimes has concluded that Johnson of the Woods can be a little bit repetitive. So that's why she likes to add a little challenge by choosing trails with altitude gains of, say, 2,500 feet. Trust me, she promises, when you get to the summit, it's breathtaking. True that. By the time we reach the peak, I'm totally out of breath. And the view, it's stunning. That is, if you don't mind staring into a cloud bank with an unobstructed view of fog in every direction. Check out this young, ambitious couple. Don't they look happy? They decided to hike into a remote area and scale a 6,000-foot peak where they left all their cares and worries behind. And they've never been seen since. Had they stayed at home and binge-watched The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel instead, they'd still be alive today. Such a tragedy. I actually would not mind scaling mountains and foraging through forests if they could just figure out a way to do it without all that walking. So next time, if you want me to explore the Grand Canyon with you in a golf cart, call me. I'm totally in. Now, let me ask you a question. When was the last time you heard about hikers on the news? It's never good. The report usually goes something like this. A lone hiker has been missing since Saturday. He was last seen taking a selfie photo next to a grizzly bear who is protecting her cubs. Details at 11. I realize that it's politically incorrect to whine about hiking. After all, I live in the Pacific Northwest, America's mecca for wilderness treks, with not one but 2 major mountain ranges, the Olympics and the Cascades. Hiking is practically a religion here. People in Seattle wear their hiking gear all the time because, well, they never know when a buddy will show up out of nowhere and invite them to hit the Pacific Crest Trail. Take this Seattle dude. He's perfectly attired with his thermal underwear, long-sleeve flannel shirt, parka vest, and hiking boots. And he's just going to Trader Joe's. Very chic. So if you plan to take up hiking, there's a wrong way and a right way. The wrong way is to spend $2,000 on stuff like this crap here, getting all the essential equipment that you need. The right way is to take that same $2,000 and buy an HD TV with surround sound instead. Oh sure, I actually bought all the required gear, uncomfortable boots, bug spray, pepper spray, for the black bear that I will invariably stumble into, my 1986 Mets World Series champions cap, a rusty Army surplus canteen that can hold up to 64 ounces of Mountain Dew, and a 3-year supply of trail mix that my wife bought at Costco in 2005. I'm prepared, but don't summon me to your next 6-hour pilgrimage into Lost Hombre National Park unless you plan to buy me a steak and lobster dinner afterwards. Seriously. Hardcore backpacking enthusiasts love to point out that it's not the destination, it's the journey. Let me politely say, those people are idiots. If I'm going to haul a 30-pound pack over 6 miles of crags and stumps up a 3,500-foot climb, then there better be a rainbow-colored waterfall or a volcano erupting diamonds and emeralds at the end of the trail. Or a Cinnabon store. Yeah, I'd settle for that. As much as it is no longer my thing, I'm sure I will accompany my wife on many more explorations in the years to come because, well, I love my wife, and I know this gives her great happiness. And because when we get back to civilization, I'll get to watch the Seattle Mariners in my massaging recliner, chugging a Mountain Dew on the rocks. My kind of rocks. Well, that's the view from the bleachers. I'm Tim Jones, and remember, if you like this video or you simply feel sorry for me, please click on the subscribe button below and share this video with your friends or anyone you'd like to annoy. For more of my humor, please visit my website, viewfromthebleachers.net. Well, thank you very much for joining me. I need to take a hike to the kitchen. There's a carton of chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream waiting for me to conquer it.